6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister says roads and rail network connectivity projects between Pakistan and Central Asian republics will usher in a new era of prosperity in the region. Finance Minister has urged the need to harness true potential of tourism in Gilgit-Baltistan to increase revenue generation for the region as well as the country. Minister of Energy, in collaboration with private partners, has explored new reserves of gas and oil in Dera Ismail Khan. The 15th death anniversary of former Prime Minister Shahid Benazir Bhutto is being observed today. All party Hurriyat conference leaders say Modi-led regime is misleading the world by painting a false picture of normalcy in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Serbia has put its army at highest level of combat readiness after increasing tensions with Kosovo. Met Department has issued weather outlook forecasting light rain, snowfall in western and northwestern regions of the country from tomorrow. And now the news in details. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says road and railways connectivity projects between Pakistan and Central Asian states will not only bring the trade communities together but also usher in a new era of peace and prosperity in the region. He was talking to a high-level delegation of Uzbekistan led by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Investment and Foreign Trade in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister appreciated that fruitful discussions between business communities of the two countries to establish business-to-business contacts would enhance bilateral trade and investment. Recalling his recent meetings with Uzbek President Shekhar Mirziyoyev on the sidelines of SCO Summit in Samarkand and SICA Summit in Astana, the Prime Minister reaffirmed Pakistan's resolve to further strengthen the existing ties between the two brotherly countries. They expressed further satisfaction that bilateral relations between Pakistan and Uzbekistan is further deepening and pace of interactions is moving at a positive trajectory. Pakistan and Uzbekistan have signed an agreement to enhance trade volume of plants protection products between the two countries. The agreement was signed between Ministry of National Food Security and Agency of the Plant Protection and Quarantine of Uzbekistan at a ceremony in Islamabad today. Under the agreement, the two sides will improve mechanisms for pest control measures and will provide enhanced market access to each other's products. Finance Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar has urged the need to harness true potential of tourism in Gilgit-Baltistan to increase revenue generation for the region as well as the country. He was talking to the Finance Ministry of Gilgit-Baltistan, Javed Ali, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Finance Minister of Gilgit-Baltistan apprised the Finance Minister regarding public welfare projects being carried out in region and financial constraints. Ishaq Dar said present government is committed to the development and progress of all regions, including Gilgit-Baltistan. He said utilization of tourism potential will portray a beautiful image of the country all over the world. The Finance Minister agreed to extend support of the present government for the development of Gilgit-Baltistan. Ministry of Energy, with collaboration with private partners, has explored new reserves of gas and oil from a block located in Dera Ismail Khan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The well was drilled down to depth of 3,527 meters. As a result of drilling, potential hydrocarbon-bearing zones were identified, showing reserves of 39.12 million standard cubic feet per day gas, 1,840 barrels of oil per day and 32.8 barrels of water per day. This is the 15th oil and gas discovery during the current calendar year. The increased energy and petroleum activities will help generate job opportunities and bring development in these sectors. The 15th death anniversary of former Prime Minister Shahid Benazir Bhutto is being observed today. Main event in connection with the day is being held at Gari Khuda Bakhsh Bhutto in Larkana today, which will be addressed by PPP chairman and Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and other party leaders. The large number of people, including workers and office bearers of Pakistan People's Party, are present in Gari Khuda Bakhsh Bhutto to pay their respect to Shahid Benazir Bhutto. The venue of the public meeting has been decorated with banners and flags of the PPP. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has paid a rich tribute to Shaheed Benazir Bhutto on her death anniversary. In his message, the Prime Minister said she was a crusader for human rights and democracy. He said Benazir Bhutto left an indelible mark on politics of the country, and the void left by her martyrdom continues to widen over the years. The Prime Minister said the Black Day of 27 December 2007 is an unforgettable day relating to the martyrdom of the beloved leader of the people. This is Radio Pakistan. All-party Hurriyat Conference leaders have said that India's unilateral and illegal actions of 5th August 2019 in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir have escalated tension in South Asia. In their statements in Srinagar, the All-party Hurriyat Conference leaders, including Mirwais Muhammad Iqbal, Firdaus Ahmed Shah and Ghulam Nabi Wasim, said RSS-backed Modi regime is misleading world by painting a false picture of normalcy in the occupied territory. They reiterated their resolve that India will never succeed to suppress the Kashmiris' spirit for freedom through brutal means. Meanwhile, the Indian police, continuing its anti-Muslim policies, confiscated 118 bovine animals and 8 vehicles owned by Jammu-based Muslim traders in Ramban district on baseless charges. On the other hand, Chairman of World Kashmir Awareness Forum Dr. Ghulam Mir, addressing a seminar in Istanbul, appealed as the United Nations, Human Rights Council, Amnesty International and other international organizations to save the Kashmiris from extinction at the hands of Narendra Modi-led fascist Indian regime. Former Afghan President Hamid Karzai has said the United States was involved in corruption of hundreds of millions of dollars during their presence prior to Taliban over. Talking to the US newspaper, Hamid Karzai claimed responsibility for corruption during his tenure. Former Afghan president said that he made right decision to stay in the country even after the Taliban takeover. Serbia has put its army at the highest level of combat readiness after the increasing tensions with Kosovo. President has accused Kosovo is preparing an attack on ethnic Serb areas in north of the country. However, the government in Pristina has made no comment about the allegations. Serbia does not recognize Kosovo as an independent state, nor do the ethnic Serbs who live there. Belgrade accuses Kosovo of plotting terrorism against Serbs in areas where some 50,000 ethnic Serbs live. In Syria, 6 members of Kurdish-led security forces and 2 militants were killed after Daesh attacked to get free extremists from a jail in Raqqa today. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said the assault targeted a Kurdish security complex. China has announced to scrap the quarantine requirement for international arrivals from the 8th of next month. In a statement, the country's National Health Commission said passengers traveling to China need to take a nucleic acid test within 48 hours before boarding their flights to China. And finally, the weather. Met Office has issued weather outlook forecasting light rain, snowfall in western and northwestern regions of the country. A westerly wave has entered in northwestern parts of Balochistan and is likely to grip upper and central parts of the country tomorrow night and may persist till Thursday. Similarly, light rain is also expected in Sakkar, Larkana, Jacobabad, Dera Ghazi Khan, Rajanpur, Gujranwala, Sialkot, Lahore, Shekhupura, Faisalabad, Sargoda, Multan, Bahawalpur, Rahim Yar Khan and Bhakkar during the period. On the second day of first cricket test of the 2-match series against Pakistan at Karachi, New Zealand, in their first innings were 165 runs without loss of any wickets at stumps today. Devon Conway with 82 and Tom Latham with 78 were at the crease. Earlier, Pakistan resumed their first innings at the overnight score of 317 for the loss of 5 wickets today and were all out for 438 runs. Babar Azam with 161 runs and Agha Salman with 103 runs were the main scorers. Tim Sohaib captured 3 wickets while Ajaz Patel, Michael Bresswell and Ish Sodhi got 2 wickets each for New Zealand. And finally, the weather. Partly cloudy weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, light to moderate rain with snowfall over the hills is expected in northeast and western parts of Balochistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.